Hey everyone, Ben from Snowboard Gamer. Welcome to episode 55 of This Week in Board Games. In this weekly show, I share with you all the games we've played and do a spotlight on one of them, go over any interesting board game news, and show any new purchases. This week, I'm doing a spotlight on the game Las Vegas. This game is a dice rolling and dice placement game for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, and plays in 30 minutes. In Las Vegas, there are 6 casinos numbered 1 through 6. Everyone starts with 8 dice. Throughout the game, you are rolling dice and placing them on casinos in an effort to earn cash payouts. At the beginning of the game, you deal out at least $50,000 to each casino. If there's less than $50,000, then you keep adding bills to that casino until the total is at least $50,000. Some casinos will have only one payout and some can have multiple payouts. On your turn, you roll all of your dice. You must then pick one of the numbers you rolled and place all of the dice with that number on that numbered casino. Play continues clockwise until everyone is out of their 8 dice. The catch to the game is that before paying out from the casinos, all ties are removed. Then whoever has the most dice on a casino gets the payout. If there are multiple payouts for a casino, whoever has the most dice gets the highest bill, second most the next highest bill, etc. After the payouts, everyone gets their 8 dice back. First player marker moves clockwise and the next round begins. The player with the most money at the end of 4 rounds is the winner of Las Vegas. I've got my friend Arik on today joining me. Thanks for coming on, Arik.
Sure thing.
Let's start off with your outfit.
Oh, I'm dressed up like a blackjack dealer.
And why a blackjack dealer?
Because I used to be a blackjack dealer in South Lake Tahoe at High Sierra, which was a Del Webb property back then, back in the 80s.
That's awesome. So you brought some of your poker chips?
I did.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about these badges, and then we'll get into the game Las Vegas here in a minute.
So every summer they had promotional things to get people to come to casinos, and these are a couple badges from them. And then this is the Wayne Newton one. Wayne Newton was a very nice guy, by the way, and he was thinking about buying our casino, and they converted our buffet area back into a showroom so that he could start doing shows there again. But the High Sierra was originally the Sahara in South Lake Tahoe. And it was built by Del Webb, and it was one of Elvis's favorite places to perform. So he played there for 5 years in the 70s.
Really?
He had his own suite and everything, yeah.
I had no idea.
And Del Webb actually has a pretty interesting history when it comes to Las Vegas. Although he's known for his retirement communities, he got started, he got one of his big breaks in the 40s working for Bugsy Siegel, the gangster.
Yeah.
Building the Flamingo. Del Webb was the construction foreman for that project. So he ended up owning 3 casinos, the Sahara in South Lake Tahoe, the Sahara in Las Vegas, and the Mint in Las Vegas. They ended up selling in late 80s or 90s. They ended up selling. He passed away in 75 though.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah.
You're full of all kinds of interesting stats here. So tell me, so you've played Las Vegas. Let's talk a little bit about the game now.
Yeah, let's do that.
What did you think of Las Vegas when we played it last weekend?
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mechanics of it and the gambling side of things. There's a few interesting mechanisms, like the whole idea if you tie someone else, then your dice are removed. I think that adds a lot of tension to the game, definitely.
I agree. So you worked in a casino doing blackjack. I feel like there's always some moments in this game that are similar to moments at a craps table where everyone cheers regardless of who gets a crazy roll in this game. How did you think this compared to some moments in casinos where people cheer?
That's a good example, because the craps games are always the most exciting games in the casino, because everyone's rooting for the shooter, the person rolling the dice, so you get a lot of screaming and yelling when things go well on the table. But you're right, that has a lot of similarities to this game. Unfortunately, people get more excited when you lose in this game.
I think the cheers come from to your example earlier, the mechanic about being tied. 2 people could be really going after that 90,000, and then they're down to their last die.
Right.
And they end up tying, and someone comes in and rolls 1 die and snipes it out from underneath both of them.
Exactly. Yep. And you and I were both discussing the strategies, like the idea of do you put a lot of dice on one in the beginning, and your idea was to spread things out, but then then you're kind of at the mercy of rolling, seeing if you can pair those up later on in the game.
Right.
So I wasn't sure which strategy. I know you won.
I only won the first game, and I didn't do so hot the second game. So there definitely is an element of luck to this game.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I mean, that goes along with the theme of Vegas, I think. Let the dice be hot.
Cool thing is the way that the money's distributed, because you have a different strategy when there's only one, as opposed to when there's multiple, 2 or 3.
Any dislikes about the game?
I don't mind randomness or luck, whatever you want to call it, in games. I think that that's just part of the whole gaming experience, so it doesn't really bother me. But I could see how some people it would bother them, because you may have a strategy that you think works, and then just luck or whatever completely throws it out the window. But it moves quickly and it's fun, and like you said, it's exciting and everyone's engaged. And that's the other thing. Even though when you're not rolling and someone else is rolling. A couple things. It moves fast. I mean, you can only use one number. Right. So it's not like you're deciding, oh, what am I going to do with all of it? You pick one number and you decide what you want to do with it. So that moves fast. And you're always interested to seeing what other people are doing. You're paying attention.
Right.
It's not like you can just do your own thing. It's not it's not a multiplayer solitaire game at all. You've got to watch what other people are doing, and that really influences your strategy. So that's what I like about it. But anyway, to your point, the negative was the luck. So I guess for some people that might be a bummer.
I think my favorite part of the game is just the moments where someone gets a crazy dice roll and the whole table cheers. It's fun, and I even cheer when I get hosed just because it's funny.
Yeah,
the way it plays out is different every game, and I just like that aspect of it. The version I have is the original printing with this cover. I like this cover. It's got this Elvis-looking dude rolling dice. There's a reprint that came out in 2017 or 18 at Target that's in a black cube that looks like
I think I've seen that, yeah.
And it just has the numbered casinos. It doesn't have these drawings on them, and these are kind of cool, I think. Like the Sphinx, which is, instead of the Luxor, it's the Sphinx, and then you have the Oasis instead of the Mirage. So it's a little more thematic if you get this one, and you can still get this on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It's just, they reprinted that to go on shelves in Target. Oh. So if you're gonna pick this up, I'd recommend getting this version. It's more thematic, and I just like the pictures of the casinos.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the older style.
Well, cool. Thanks for coming on, Arik. It's been a lot of fun, and I love the thematic dressing up here. I had no idea. He just showed up with a box. What do you call that thing?
Oh, my case of chips.
With his case of poker chips and his bow tie there. Awesome. Thanks again for coming on, Arik.
Sure.
I hope you enjoyed that spotlight. Arik and Liz came over last weekend. Here's a clip of one turn of Las Vegas.
Look at that. A 6, a 5, a 4, a 2, and 2 1s.
We put it on the 2 1s.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this.
Ooh, nobody's there yet. While they were here, we also played some Potion Explosion. Potion Explosion is for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up and plays in 30 to 45 minutes. In Potion Explosion, you're collecting ingredients so you can fill your potions and try and pass the final exam of potion class at the academy. You take turns pulling a marble out of the dispenser, and then the marbles slide down. Any marbles that are the same color collide, cause an explosion. You get those also. It's kind of like Candy Crush or Bejeweled in board game form. If you want to hear more about it, go check out the spotlight I did in episode 44. The next game we played is Machi Koro Bright Lights Big City. This one is kind of like Machi Koro base game with the harbor expansion and a few extra cards. It is for 2 to 5 players ages 10 and up and plays in 30 minutes. In this game, you are rolling dice, getting coins, using those coins to buy cards, and the more cards you have, the more coins you can potentially get on your turn. Or some of the cards will give you coins on anyone's turn. And the cards all have numbers on them. When that number's rolled, you get paid. We are playing Machi Koro with my nephew Aiden. This is one of your favorite games, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you like about Machi Koro?
Whenever you get a lot of coins, because you roll the numbers you want, but that has not happened to me.
Yeah, sometimes they don't roll your way. Travis does not like this game.
This used to be one of my favorite games, but I feel like we played it a lot, so now I'm kind of like...
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Because I used to like this one a lot, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't go fast enough because our family screws around a lot.
Yeah, everyone seems to get a little hyper when we play this game because some people don't like it.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I got this little tiny die at the wizard's chest and it was only 15 cents. This is a regular one, and I got a jumbo one as well.
Whoa. Okay,
Cool.
give it a roll.
All right.
That thing's little. Next, we played Custom Heroes. Custom Heroes is for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 and up, and plays in 45 minutes. This is a trick-taking game where all the cards are sleeved, and you get these inserts that you can slide into the card, which can modify the card and give it extra abilities, or even change the value of a card. What are we on, 2 7s?
Yes.
Okay, what do you
I'm
got?
gonna have to triple that with 2 21s.
9 plus 7 plus 5. Oh, and it counts as 2 of itself?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have?
A 1.
You ended on a 1, and that's how you won.
Yeah.
Nice job, Aiden.
Yeah.
Good game.
Woo! Yeah.
What? Okay,
That was a good
Aiden,
game.
what did you think of Custom Heroes?
This is my new favorite game. No questions. I love the strategy, and you can like make such ridiculous cards like a 24. Like
Yeah.
from a 2, I think. The game will never ever be the exact same. Every play will always be different. It's just
We just finished Custom Heroes, and we started with a 40 card deck playing 4 players, 4 1s, 4 2s, 4 3s, etc. And here's what we ended up with. Come on in. 1 -2. We have 3 1s, 3 2s, and some of these have other powers on them. 2 3s, 2 4s, 3 5s, 4 6s, but look at how they're made. A 5 plus 1, a 10 minus 4. 3 7s, 5 8s, 5 9s, 4 10s, 2 11s, 2 14s, and a 24. And I guess that's why they call it Custom Heroes. By the end of the game, you have a completely custom deck. So every time you play it, it's different. The only bad part of the game is now we have to take all these little sleeves out at the end of the game, and it's kind of a pain. Like here's the 24, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in that one. We played some more of The Mind this week. This is for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up and plays in 15 minutes. This game keeps getting played. If you want to hear more about it, check out the spotlight I did in episode 50. I got together with my group of friends this week where we're working our way through Charterstone. This is a village building legacy game. What does that mean? It's village building because the big board has these different spots on it where you can put your little guys and get certain resources. Each spot is a different building, and as the game goes on, you put stickers on the board and get more and more spaces to go. It's a legacy game because the game continues to evolve as you play it. You play a campaign of 12 games. We finished game 4 and are really enjoying Charterstone. And this is by the same game designer, Jamie Stegmaier, who designed Scythe and Viticulture, which are both also awesome games. While my nephew Aiden was here, we played some Werebeasts. This is for 3 to 10 players ages 8 and up and plays in 15 minutes. Werebeasts is a set collection game with secret identities where you're trying to collect certain cards, but they're face up so people see what you have. You have to keep secret what you're collecting because if someone guesses what you have, you're out. But if they guess incorrectly, then they're out and you get all their stuff.
Speak directly into the mic.
That's true, it is directional. You're such a nerd.
Hi, I'm just kidding.
I want to look at Dad, but I have to speak into the mic, so. I think.
I'll just do the obvious one. Are you collecting Warnado?
Nope. I'll take your word chow.
Obviously.
He wants all the wear chow?
Well, that's it. It's between the two of
That's
us now.
an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, because I'm collecting word chow.
Oh, you probably won.
So this is it. This is the end. So
I
I
have 3
had
points.
work opponent, so I had 3. and then
Okay, you already
34,
beat me, so let's not count.
Four,
Let's just not.
5, 6, 7, 8. It was either 8 or 9.
You already beat me in Where Capone's.
Travis had some friends over and they were all playing Secret Hitler in the basement. I went down there right before a crucial vote. When there are 3 fascist policy tiles in play, if Hitler's elected chancellor, then the game is instantly over.
he
1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
5 yeses.
5.
Not.
1,
There's
2,
5
3,
yeses.
4.
It's
So it's in.
majority.
Are you
Good game.
I
totally knew
I
voted against it anyway.
Secret Hitler is for 5 to 10 players ages 13 and up and plays in 45 minutes. If you want to hear more about this, go check out the spotlight I did in episode 48. For the news this week, I didn't have time to go through all the games that were released at Gen Con last week, but I'll have a list next week of the games I'm interested in that came out this summer at Gen Con. For my purchases this week, the first one I'll do is this purple bag from the Wizard's Chest, my favorite game store in Denver. And these are just a bunch of card sleeves. I stocked up on card sleeves. The next one is sonar. I wasn't planning on getting this, but I found it at Target on clearance for 10.5 bucks. I'm interested to see how this is different from Captain Sonar. This one goes to 4 players. Captain Sonar goes up to 8. And the last thing I'm super excited about, I actually won a giveaway. On Instagram, Nerdish2017 was doing a giveaway when she hit 500 subscribers. She does custom dice trays and dice boxes. Can you name what this is? All right, if you didn't get it, I'll tell you. This is the Boba Fett logo that's on the sleeve of his shoulder. Let's try it out. So I got some dice here. Oh, dude, it's really soft. Oh, it's like foam on the inside, so the dice don't sound really loud when you roll them. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Nerdish. I'll put a link to her Instagram account in the description. Go check her out. She does some cool stuff. Last week, we took the kids to see Weezer, which is my favorite band. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up now, and anyone who's interested can stick around for some clips of Weezer. They have some awesome songs. Before we do that though, what games are you playing? I would love to hear in the comments below. I'll see you next week, everyone, and enjoy some clips from Weezer. Bye.
Sweet love of the night. It's time I got back to the
there's a fly in here.
Hi, my name is Ian.
There's a fly in here.
That's not in it.
Hi. I'm gonna move the camera.